Excellent, says Jack. All right, so here's a quick story. About a month ago, I was on the phone with Dan there, who you just heard from a minute ago, and this was really weird because a message hit my inbox and it said, incoming payment of $4,200. Do you wish to accept? Well, what do you think I said? Well, hell yeah, I wish to accept that payment. And it was one of many payments for our own passive digital assets. And this one happens to be worth, well, you kind of did the quick math in your head, right around $50,000 per year to us. And it happens automatically. How? Well, this is how. I mean, this is how automatic and lazy profits work for us. Okay, it's very simple. We know the path of least resistance. Looks a little something like that, like this right here. You get targeted traffic in front of the right offer, and you get paid. Right? It really is, that easy. I mean, that's the simple way of explaining it. What is it, with that Google targeted traffic? Well, with that kind of traffic, it's very targeted because it's very attractive. I mean, and again, whether it's somebody who's actively searching for a specific solution that would lead to a sale, or they're looking to find out what Greg Wells is all about by typing his name in, or find out what Dr. Dan's all about. Whatever that may be, that's important because that's targeted traffic. That traffic is there for a reason, no different than anything you learned from Greg about doing on LinkedIn, because Greg is the ninja when it comes to LinkedIn optimization, right? It's all important because it's there for a reason. And that's how we get to write our own checks, and that's how we roll. All right, so let's talk about the $50,000 deal. Let's kind of just explain this math real quick, because this is what the numbers look like. Okay, now real quick, if you were to go and let's just boil this down at kind of a local level, right? One of the things people might be searching for in Dallas, all right, who are looking to get some sort of weight loss surgery, okay? They might be searching for bariatric surgery Dallas or weight loss surgery Dallas, any of these kinds of combinations. Now, if you look here in Google AdWords, right, where businesses can come in and bid for clicks within Google, you can see right here, it's going, anywhere from $25 up to near $60 per click. That's not per lead. That's not per sale. Right? That is just for a click. And there's no guarantee of anything happening with that click. But hey, these businesses are willing to pay in those price ranges for those clicks. Now, I happen to know, because this is a big part of our digital asset strategy, that just two such surgeons here in Dallas are paying over 5,000 to 8,000 plus per month for billboards. Now, let me ask you something. Is a billboard that's on the highway, all right, is that targeted? Yes or no? Let's see in the chat box. Let's see how lively this crowd is. Is that billboard on the highway saying, "Hey, weight loss surgery, Dr. Johnson"? I mean, is that targeted at all? No, of course not. And they're paying $5,000 or more per month for that. So clearly, they're getting something out of it. Now, if you happen to know anything about bariatric surgery, you'll know, well, they don't really have to get 100 calls a day Well, I'm going to have to sacrifice a lot of time to do that. So I have to make a decision. How much time am I willing to spend to do this? Well, why not have it all? Do you want it all? If you do, then welcome to our way of life here, because we're all about the laziest way possible. But let's go and talk about this value of traffic as we get into how this is actually done in the most lazy way possible. Traffic is the life of your business, and anything you do with your own brand, with your own authority, with anything you're doing to serve those that are paying you, right? I mean, it's the lifeblood. There is no getting around it. And I don't care if you're trying to get a job, or if you're trying to get somebody to hire you as a keynote speaker, or you're trying to get somebody to pay you for your consulting services, whatever that may be, whatever business you're in, you can have a gas station for all I care. If you don't have traffic, then it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're the best. It doesn't matter if you are the greatest of anything that's ever existed. It's probably not going to serve you. And obviously, the more targeted, the better. And the fast way to get high value deals and clients and opportunities chasing you is to harness that traffic. And the only way to get to 6, 7 figures is to tap into it the right way. And the problem is that there's a minefield that keeps us from consistently getting that fair share. Now, if we have your attention, we're going to go deeper. Cool? All right, cool? Yes, it's cool. Awesome. All right, good. Now, let's look at this whole thing, all right? Because this is what's prevented a lot of people from going any further into, even considering the importance of SEO. There's always these updates we're hearing about. We're always hearing, well, SEO is dead because, it's just a moving target and there's no getting around. We see writing on the wall constantly from private blog networks and all the latest and greatest trends happening, and mobile geddons happening, and every piece of crap thing you can imagine. The sky is always falling, according to everything we see about it. And that can be true. We'll talk about that. But the fact is, back in the good old days when Google launched, in the late '90s, it was a free for all, man. I mean, if anybody here that was ever part of that world back then knows that the trick to ranking in Google was literally just like stuffing a bunch of like random keywords in the content. Like it was so easy to game the system, but they kept starting looking at new updates to come out and make this a little bit more fair in their own terms. And then we started seeing like around the late 2010, 2011, we started seeing, okay, things are getting a little crazy here, because it used to be, if you weren't doing the right things on Google, well, it was like no harm done. It was like the worst thing that's happened is nothing happens. Like you're on page 2 right now, and I could do all these spammy things and try all this crap. Just basically throw a bunch of crap at the wall and see what sticks. And then you started seeing this change where, they're going to start penalizing us for what they call over-optimization. And that's where it got scary. And that's where a lot of people just said, screw this, just not going to mess with it. And that's understandable, because like, that Hummingbird update that happened, not that long ago, but that update alone exceeds the sum of every other previous change before it. And here's the deal, guys. Let's just be brutally honest here. Ad revenue has increased with each and every algorithm change Google has made. Okay, this is not about Black Helicopter. That is a verifiable fact. With every single algorithm change Google has made, their ad revenue's gone up. Is that a coincidence? Yes or no? Is that just an trying just to get our message out there, trying to get our name out there, trying to get our business out there, trying to get our clients out there, all that stuff. And we just want to get some traffic and make some money, right? That's what it boils down to. And we know, we just want to be free from all that ugliness out there. We want to provide for the people we care about, all that great stuff. But let's face it, all right? I'm going to give you a warning right here. If there are kids in the room, tell them to cover their eyes because, let's face it, Google is ugly, all right? And if you want, Greg, I will leave this slide up for the rest of the presentation, if you want. If you don't, I'll move on because Google makes life ugly, all right? Google is the destroyer of dreams. Yes, it is. I mean, we work hard. You make good stuff. You got some great idea. You want to do something cool, and you think you got it all under control, and here comes Google saying, nope, no thanks, not going to happen, all right? Because that's what Google does. And it's that great destroyer of your dreams. And you know what? We're having fun with this, but the truth is that there is some chaos here. There is some chaos, and it's confusing, it's frustrating, and we all know that. And look, there's nobody at fault here. We all are working hard. We're all trying to be successful. And that monolithic destroyer of dreams, damn them. That jerk that is telling you you're no good, you can't succeed. And that's very anecdotal, obviously, but that's how it feels sometimes, and that's why people don't screw around with it. When it's that valuable, and that's what we're trying to get across here, is this can be frustrating, but it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be that way, because let's just get real. Let's just get super honest about what Google is. Google is an advertising juggernaut. I mean, that's what they are. At its heart, it's just a web crawler, but it's a big advertising machine. But when you look at what all that mumbly bumbly code that is Google truly is, as well as all the other search engines, it's just a simple little dumb robot. I mean, it really is. And when we're looking at being on top and being able to rank our brand, our business, our client's business, and anything else that can benefit us quickly, well, that could be the difference between life and death online. And so that's something we've looked at very, very carefully because we don't want to be at the pure mercy of this very fickle spider and robot, that's not even that bright to begin with. And we needed to make sure we could put the power in our own hands. And so that's when we were able to really just transform the thinking of this. And that's when technology allowed us to emerge in a much stronger position. And we realized that the biggest weakness, of our own was actually a strength that we could transform quickly. And that's what we're going to share with you guys today. All right, so let's look at real quickly, though, what we need to do to rank on the first page of Google. Okay, now, let's just say, for those of you, let's go back to basics. What is search engine optimization? All right, it's not the sexiest topic we've ever heard of, but man, the results you can get from this is extremely sexy. But in general, what it means is it's doing the things you got to do to be findable, to be crawlable, and to get favorable positioning on the keywords you want. I mean, that's really what it boils down to. And really, let's boil it down even simpler. It's getting what you want where you want it to show up. All right? Simple as that. Not any different from what I know a lot of you are learning from Greg about showing up how you want to show up in LinkedIn, for example. It's no different. It's showing up anywhere you want, how you want. And it really boils down to this core foundation of knowing your keywords. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with this from some of the stuff you've been working on already, but it really boils down to looking what's winnable versus what is profitable. Okay? Now, if I were to tell you, I know a lot of people use this example, but if I were to tell you, you know what? Ranking number one for the word weight loss may sound highly appealing. That may sound highly profitable, and it is, trust me. But is it really that targeted? Is it as targeted as bariatric surgeon, Dallas, Texas? No, it's not. It's not as targeted. It's got a whole lot of different generalities surrounding it. So it's really starting with a structure of, hey, where's the buyer? Where's the buyer in this? Where's the person that's going to make a decision that benefits me coming into play? And that's what we have to start with, is just understand those keywords. And that's once we have that, we can simply look and reverse our way into ranking. And there's lots of different factors that go into this. And we can go through a complete list.
Mam živé vysielanie, toto je zase iné.
go
Exactly,
into this.
to
You
sú
know,
také
to do it
zbytočné
right, it
problémy
takes time.
toto,
It takes time.
aby na jej
It's not
nervóznosti, bolesti spojené
impossible.
zo
It's
všetkého.
not, ridiculous, but it
Že ale
does
teraz,
take
To
time,
sú,
and
teraz
that's
to má
where
toto...
také
people get a
starosti.
little bit
No nie, no
frustrated,
tak
and
ako...
I cannot blame
Lebo som
them.
jej začal
All right, so if
naznačovať,
you
ale
want
som
to learn just the three basic things we
nerozumel
do right
dobre.
now, let's talk about it. Okay?
že sú
These are
rovnaké,
three
to sa
very
stáva
powerful
aj
cool
Janke
things. Feel
voči
free to
mne,
screenshot this,
že
guys, or take
proste
notes on this.
vznikne
But
konflikt z ničoho, zo somariny.
nobody really talks about this very much, and some of these will sound real technical, but really,
Dobre,
number
idem
one
búvať.
thing we see that
Čau.
affects
No neviem, čo
people
bude
that is
zajtra.
so
Ako
avoidable
to dopadne, dobrú noc.
is slow server speeds. You go to that really cheap, $1 a year, hosting company that's putting you on a really slow server. So that site is hosted on something slow. Google realizes that all day long. It doesn't matter how great a job you do with everything else. If you're slow, you're punished because you're punishing yourself by making it hard for somebody coming to that site to be able to use it, and using that may give you money in some form, right? So get the fastest server possible. I mean, literally this is an expense we're talking about $10 a month here to get fast servers. It's not hard. Next is keep all your stylings external, and really what that basically means is don't use all these crazy plugins and crazy crazy whatever web builders that just create a big cluster, what, of code, especially JavaScript code. If you're able to keep it clean, that the spiders can read it, that's really what it comes down to. Make it easy to read and just have good targeted content. That's really the big things. But here's some little deeper SEO strategies, and this is where it gets really good. Okay? Now, number one, if you take care of the speed thing and keeping your code clean and all that good stuff we talked about just a second ago, this is where you're going to get easier rankings for anything, whether it's your blog, your personal profile, or a client who's paying you, whatever. Hey, obvious. You know your keywords. Make your page title itself the keyword phrase. Okay, maybe I'm getting preaching to the choir here, but some people need a reminder of this. Now, next one is name your page the keyword phrase. Okay, so talking about the page title and the page name itself, right? That keyword phrase. Make that keyword phrase on the first H1 on the page. Now, that's just a fancy way of saying H1 is a header tag. Now, for those of you who've ever messed around with WordPress, you just literally highlight that text, make it, click heading 1, right? Simple as that. You want to also look for your keyword phrase on YouTube. This is a little hack, okay? Look for the first video that pops up on YouTube for the keyword phrase you would like to rank for. Now, take that YouTube video and embed it on your page. Google rewards people for this. It's not really spoken about. Nobody talks about that. But man, it works. It works. Google finds that and sees it on there. Google is all about connecting these dots. And that because it's just a dumb robot, it needs to see that you're connecting the dots for it. And after you've done that, hey, just make sure that the site itself is easy to navigate. Right there in the footer, use your keyword phrases as the navigation in the footer. Okay, that's where it's a clickable link that has the keywords in it. Simple. And then put sitemaps on your site. That just makes it even easier for those dumb robots to crawl it. Okay. Now let me ask you: do you want to know like the super secret double advanced formula? Anybody want to know that? Let's see. I always use these moments to pause to take a drink. We're getting yeses. All right, so here it is. All right, here's how to do it. Just everything you need to do over the next 9 days. Go ahead and take a screenshot of this because I refuse to go through all this crap because it doesn't have to be this complicated. All right, take a screenshot. Good. Because really, this is when you look at the expert's guide to simple SEO. Well, this is the 1-year program. Okay, this is where the minimum task time is pretty much the rest of your life. Researching everything, planning everything, doing on page, off page, all this crap. I mean, we can do all this. Go ahead and take a screenshot of that too if you want to, especially if you want to be part of the working dead, all right? Because obviously, and feel free to chime in and say hell yes to this, but we probably want a simple way, right? Much simpler way. Hell yes, all right, yes sir. Love it, guys. Love the energy. Because we love to essentially these paranoid crazies that are looking for black helicopters. I mean, it's no reason for this to even happen. But between all this, between the noise from Google, everyone else, it is a massive ball of confusion. And we just decided that, hey, we just had enough of this bullshit. Okay, we've had enough of it. Enough is enough. And the theory's simple. Okay, Google is software. If you want to prosper in a foreign country, you need to speak the native language. If you really want to prosper, and what's the native language of Google? It's the language of software. Well, that's Google's native tongue. And look, that's where we're going with this, because I'm here to tell you that there has not been any significant quantum leap in search technology in the past 15 years. But there is something that's changed. Google is making advances, and it is scaring the hell out of people. It really is. And yes, there's updates coming that are going to destroy some people's dreams. Because we looked at those stats. We looked at the verifiable fact that with every update, Google sees an uptick in ad revenue because they want you to surrender. They want to stop this whole nonsense because they want you to buy their ads. That's just as simple as it is. Right? Yes, they want you to pay $10 for that click instead of get it for free, and that's understandable. They've got a business to run. They have to show their shareholders that they're doing something to generate more money. I get it. So now that we know this and we know what's going on, but we still understand that this actually isn't as hard as it has to be when we look at Google as really just a dumb computer program, and even the most powerful computer programs in the world get compromised. I mean, if a teenager can break into the Pentagon under 15 minutes, or a kid in the basement of his mom's house can hack into NASA, but don't you think that technology can be built to beat a simple search engine spider, especially based on over 20 years of team development and knowledge? Of course, because look, everybody isn't so lucky to be some people. We know that. Not everybody has a rock star development team at their disposal. Not everybody has 20 years of research and inside knowledge and all this good stuff. Hey, we get it. And look, these changes that are coming down, sure, they're gonna scare people and they're gonna hurt some people, but it doesn't mean that we have to accept it or get hurt by it, because with the right combination of technology, we can push right past all this ridiculousness. We can basically just master our own destiny and rank anything we want whenever we want to, no matter what Google's gonna slap us around with. And we're talking about a solution that protects you from that impending doom or any fear or any of that crap, so that you can have it easier. And that solution that forever banishes that great destroyer of dreams is RankRocker. Okay, RankRocker is a web-based application that is the evolution of a proven framework that essentially reverse engineers what Google does. We are able to literally outsource our work, our rankings, straight to Google. So let me ask you guys, do you want to see how RankRocker works? You guys want to see how it works? We're going to show you some like actual results, how people are just blowing it up with this technology. Yes, yes. All right, I need to see at least one hell yes in there. Just one. Okay, and I got it. All right, here we go. So here's what RankRocker looks like. Okay, pulling this up. I hopefully can see this now. But basically, it's got a whole bunch of tools built into it that allow us to gather intelligence on our competitors, on our own stuff. Like, I can go and look up social media influence and analyze that. Now, let me just quickly tell you that this is not the core of RankRocker. These are just things that we want to be able to look at. Because look, if we can be informed about everything, we can know what keywords to go after. We can have an idea of, hey, when I type in this bariatric surgery or weight loss surgery in here, and I look at how influential it is in social media, I can see that, okay, it's pretty strong, 78% strength. I can see that it's reaching a lot of people. Great. Now I can go and I want to know, hey, what other keywords can I use? Can I target? Can I go after? Can I get some suggestions here? Because maybe I just need some ideas. I want to get some ideas from what is coming up from Google Suggest based on actual searches people are doing. So if I put in a simple C like weight loss surgery, and I wanted to kind of get some ideas on that, it's going to start spitting out all kinds of ideas for me that I can start looking, okay, these are some good keywords, and maybe I want to make those local to a geographic something like this on it. Maybe I have a blog or content. I'm like, okay, that's great. It's giving me ideas, so I'm not guessing. I'm not just trying to guess what people are putting in there. I can even go so far as to get some basic reporting. This is something that we like to do to spy on our competition, to see how we're doing compared to our competitors. And this is one such way to do that, is we can use this SEO reporter and put in one of our domain names, and I can get a quick thing. It's going to tell me how I'm doing. This is just giving me the overall stats that I need to know. Like, maybe I need to change a couple things on my site to make it a little stronger. And it's going to give me some suggestions here. It's giving me little, green checks and red marks. And this is all great. These are all things that I can go and research in so many ways. But we want to be able, just in one environment, be able to quickly gather the intel that we needed. So we can spy on our competitors, look and see what they're doing, see how we can do it better. It just makes life a little easier when you're armed with knowledge and information. So why not put that into RankRocker so that we can have that? We can also go, and for any of you, this is getting a little geeky here, because a lot of these things, are really there for convenience. But hey, if I just put up a new page on my site and I want to get that spider really fast in Google, all right, I just put whatever that link is in there, and then I click Rocket. And basically what's going to happen now is it's going to send out a whole bunch of little pings all at once to basically say, hey, look at me, and
Mamka pomarańcza czeka.
those dumb spiders over to your site. It's just really simple to do, and you can rock it. Simple.
Pomarańczyk
Next is the
czeka.
SpaziMan tool, and this is another analysis tool right here. And this just dives a little bit deeper into analyzing the SEO of the site. And this actually will tell me,
To je zase iné, to je o
how
SEO.
words are used.
Takže nie má.
Like, I'm just gonna be straight
Nie,
up honest.
toto nebol Mark, to bol Greg, ten z Ameriky, čo mám na... To
To
je jeho predaj. Nahrávam to, takže to nie je nie je problém. Fakt?
Remember we said we're kind of lazy? Well, what if I could just take, content from one of my sites, and I got this Dallas site here.
Čo
I
máš?
want to just basically clone it over and use it over again in Houston, or I want to use it over again somewhere else. Well, if I just want to get something up as a placeholder, I can use the Spin It tool and basically spin my content right there. So it just changed all the text enough to where the search engines will not see it as being the same content. Is it written by Shakespeare? Hell no, it's not. But it'll get the job done until I can do something more. I can even go to the static test. Remember I said how important speed was. I can do a speed test. This is something that we use as a foot in the door strategy with any client. And we were able to go and say, hey man, look at your speed test. It sucks. You got some work to do. And we're able to use that, and it tells us, if you're in the red, you need to fix something. And this allows us to go as far as to go for long tail keywords. And so I can type in something like weight loss surgery and find all kinds of long tail keywords and go crazy with it. We just want to take guessing out as much as possible so that people can use this in their content, in their
Čiže
SEO
ja sa nemôžem, že
strategy,
som dal
whatever
pivo,
it may
vieš.
be. And again,
Vieš,
we're not even at
teraz
the
nevieš
super,
nič povedať, že...
magic of what this thing does. We're gonna show you that in a second. But being able to
Ja som
draw
dal
this
jedno, ale tam
information
boli celé, tak som si dal ďalšie.
being able to use the power that RankRocker is with actual knowledge and intelligence, that's the key. So I can go, keep diving deeper and look at a bulk SEO auditor. This is again another SEO tool that tells me, hey, this is how your site's doing. This is going to give me a report and give me even more details if I want to use those. So I can look here and see, okay, well, what's all this jumbled crap mean? Basically, it's telling me that I don't have a description there. Okay, that's important. The search engines are looking for that, so I need to
Mohlo
go
byť?
fix that.
Či ti bolo kyslé?
The structure of my site, showing me what links I have in there, but I can also use this to spy on competitors. That's what we love using this stuff for, to be able to know what everybody else is doing. And remember I talked about this Google Ads. Guys, you're looking for clients, this will tell you who they are. I can just type in a keyword right here, and then it's going to tell me who all is paying for AdWord clicks right there. I can see all the sites, I can spy right on it. So maybe I'm trying to look for ideas of how to write copy. I can use this to get some decent ideas, but I can also use this to say, hey, oh man, I'm going to go after that doctor. I know there's money on this. So it's just, again, more and treasure trove of information when it comes to how information is put together. I can type in a simple keyword and get all kinds of ideas that are pulling right from Wikipedia if I want to use it. If I kind of stuck, I'm like, I need to get some more. But let's get into the magic button here, okay? The actual core of this software, RainCrocker itself. Let me show you how easy this is to use, okay? Inside the system, I simply, create a project real quick. That's it. I usually just use a domain name. I put in the domain or URL of the page I want to rank. And then I just start putting in keywords. So I'm going to do keywords like Dallas lap band surgery, weight loss surgery, Dallas. Just going to go crazy with, probably 10 keywords, maybe less. But I'm not going to go anywhere, further than that per page. I'm just going to keep it simple. But I'll just put in, 3, 4, 5, up to 10 keywords. I can put 1,000 keywords in there if I want to. It can handle it. But, then I simply click optimize the site. Now, what is happening is all of this is happening within our service with our technology. It is mapping out very specific plot points between my keywords and competing sites, and it is sending signals straight to Google once this process is done. And that is it. I am able to optimize a page by just entering that. And what's going to happen is every 2 weeks on autopilot, this software will just keep doing that over and over and over again. I don't have to come back and do this. We have lots of SEO agencies. They're running a bulk of their entire agency just using this technology. And that's it. I mean, the client that's paying them doesn't need to know that they're just literally clicking a couple buttons, but really it is that simple. Now, I know that's a little underwhelming because I just, that's all I got to do. I don't have to sit there and do all this crap. Well, yeah, that's about it. But let's talk about, the simple steps that are going on here, okay? Because there's some simple steps to getting paid with low effort. You want to find a winnable traffic if you're focused. Find your clients. RankRocker does that with those research tools. Allows you to spy in competition. Put up relatively relevant info, and you want to make it easy for Google to read, and RankRocker helps you do that. You want to make it as SEO friendly as possible and get your sites, client sites, unfair advantage. RankRocker does that. Send the exact signals to the search engines that don't create some black hat spammy footprint that gets slapped around, and be able to do it easily and get rankings. That's what it does. It reverse engineers that, sends the right signals every time, and that's how we have people just standing in line to pay us. And what's happening is amazing because it uses intelligent offsite mapping to reverse engineer Google's own algorithm. It basically outsources the entire agency of SEO straight to Google itself. It can spy on competitors, and it provides real-time data and suggestions. It sends 100% safe and relevant signals that are not black hat, no spammy footprints or links or any crazy crap like that are happening at all. It's web-based, we can use it anywhere. And it's used automatically. It just automatically takes care of it. It's so cool that we can set and forget this stuff. In fact, this has a huge record of success. We're going to show you in a second. And it keeps working despite the next big, sky is falling update, because we're not worried about leaving spammy footprints because it's not creating that. It's using a completely different methodology that just works without the fear. And let's talk results, because that's what we probably want to hear. You guys want to see results? You guys want to see what is happening with this stuff, what people are using this for? Yes? Okay. We're going to do it. And let's start here. We've been using this example all along, but weight loss surgery cost Dallas. Using the RankRocker technology, we're able to get just showing up on top listings, page 1 listings, over and over and over again. You look at these results for this, Dallas bariatric surgery cost. And let me ask you guys a question here, okay? Because I think I saw somebody a couple minutes ago ask, about this bariatric surgery thing. Okay, do you know why it's actually better? So quick pop quiz, to be showing up multiple listings all over the place for this term, such as bariatric surgery price versus bariatric surgery. Anybody have a guess of why that is the better term? Go ahead, don't be shy, guys. Yep, Robert said it. Buyer intent. showing up multiple listings. We're even ranking videos. So YouTube videos we're throwing in there, and we're able to use this technology to get those boosted up. Like we're talking some of these YouTube videos we do, and we're able to see page one results in less than 20 minutes from the moment we do it. I mean, it is insane. And I don't want to. I'm not. Please don't take that as like an end all be all. Every time you do a YouTube video, it's gonna show up in 20 minutes. No, but we see some amazing things happen using this technology. It's not doing a bunch of spammy shit, and that's what we love about it. Look, and let's get back to this. One local weight loss surgeon is worth $5,000 a month. Remember, we established that earlier very easily. I mean, right here with those clicks of the button, created an opportunity for collecting $5,000 a month. Does that make sense to everybody? We all on the same page here? Yeah, cool. Okay, good. Sometimes I talk too fast. Just checking. Okay, cool. And that's the power of this. We're able to do this time and time again, and it's crazy. We don't even have. We can go. Let's talk about cosmetic surgery for a second. Okay, that's another area we love to do stuff in because again, we know that they're paying big dollars for investing in their marketing, and because it's something that is attracting a higher priced type service, right? Or somebody seeking a higher priced service. So instant nose job price. But note, I want you to note, that is not even a localized search term. That is national. In fact, we get a lot of traffic for these. It's nuts. But one just local cosmetic surgeon is worth about $6,000 per month in just standard markets in the United States. Now, earlier, or maybe Greg might have mentioned that there's something, an example we have to show you that's pretty big, using this technology that we have harnessed here. We would think that this would be a very valuable term here. And, right here, buy junk car for cash. You would think that would be a highly valuable term. Get a couple yeses there, because I think I kind of blew it by the way I presented it. But yeah, all right, I don't know. Okay, that's okay. Cool. Well, let me tell you something. Buy junk car, sell junk car, all this good stuff. Putting these sites up and using the technology behind RankRocker to ramp them up to top listings resulted in a $2 million acquisition offer for a site that wasn't even 3 months old. Yeah, let that sink in for a second. For a site that wasn't even 3 months old. Is that cool? Is that awesome? Does that suck? Does it really suck for that guy? I mean, yeah. No, it does not suck for that. No, it's pretty freaking awesome. And that's the power of this. I mean, we've got people that don't know anything about SEO and don't want to. And we got people that have been doing it for years, but they're able to see opportunities. With the technology behind this, Dale was able to talk to a client and that was spending $15,000 a month with Google Ads, and was able to start striking up a deal like, okay, if I can get those same keywords for you, will you pay me $15,000? And it's like, woo, yeah, hell yeah. I mean, these are the kinds of opportunities that are there. And this isn't just like imaginary. This isn't fantasy. This is real because people want this traffic for yourself, for clients want to pay you for it. I mean, this is valuable. I mean, imagine all the people that, I know some of you have done a lot of the authority stuff with Greg, and you've seen how powerful it is selling authority of having, major media citations. But what if you could also say, hey, not only that, but what if, people are going to be searching your name more. Let's make sure some really cool stuff is ranking at the top for that. Man, think about the add-on there, how valuable that is to people, what their name is, what their business is. All this stuff really matters, and people are able to get sales. I mean, Dory here was able to go in and use this. I think like in the first day or two, was able to use this and actually started getting from zero to getting major traffic and getting sales for the first time on a site. I mean, this is amazing what we're able to accomplish with this. People are actually like who never even thought they would ever, get involved in just testing out, affiliate marketing Sure. All right. So we're gonna show you more, but we also see people in there saying, all right, what's the deal? How do I get my hands on this? So we're gonna do that real quick, and we're gonna come swing right back around and showing you even more cases. Okay? Because let me tell you, Rainquaker is the only safe weapon of its kind. Right? Our business model is very straightforward. We use traffic for our own stuff. We develop tools that allow us in our own business to thrive. And because we love making our successes your successes, we make our stash available sometimes. And obviously, we don't have any desire to mass release this. You don't see this as 500 people mailing their list for this. That's not what we're interested in. We're only releasing this just very slowly, very carefully with our friends and people we want to. And obviously, when we sell out, we don't promise that we'll ever reopen anything. Any of you guys who ever followed us or seen us before know we don't bullshit about stuff like that. We're very serious about that. And look, normally our programs, the licenses, when we open them up, they do go pretty quickly within a day or so. So this is the only safe weapon of its kind. And once we hit our quota, we will stop and evaluate all that stuff. Great, wonderful. And here's where we've been thinking. This is where we've been looking at this solution, because a lot of agencies are using it, and we want to open this up as a complete agency turnkey solution, where we're going to do like a 2,000 setup, $300 a month, and because that's pretty reasonable, agency level software agreement, and that's what we want to do at some point. Now we're gonna make it way easier for you guys. We're not going to screw around with this because it's straightforward. All right. If you want to tap into this fast traffic, we want you to get in real easy for just $399. It gets you instant access to our Hard Rock edition of the Rainquaker software, and you get to do 20 URLs every single month with that. Now, we're including with that includes 2 full months of service. After the first 2 months, it's just $69 a month to keep rocking it out. Simple as that. No complication. Now, let me ask you guys though, would you like an even better deal? Yes or no? Would you like an even better deal? Who here would like to just get rid of any limitation, get unlimited URLs for pretty much half off? Who here wants that deal? Yes. Okay, we got a hell yes. Okay, here's how that works. All right, we want to give you unlimited for less. All right, here's what it is. We're going to get you the heavy metal edition of this whole thing for a full year. Right? Plus, we have special add-on suite of tools we'll talk about in a moment. It's over $1,000 value we're adding into that, all for one simple payment of $799. Unlimited, unthrottled, no limitation on how many sites, how many links, how many URLs, how many keywords, nothing. No limitation, unthrottled, unchained, as much as you want, full year of access, and we're giving you our bonus bulk add-on tools. We'll show you, like I said, and even more. After that first year, you're locked in at the exact same low monthly fee as the Hard Rock edition for just $69 a month if you want to keep going. If you want to keep going, simple as that. It is a no-brainer if you want to just unthrottle. But we're going to let you choose between both of those deals when you go and get it right now at rainquaker.com/deal. Right? Again, two simple options while we got these doors wide open for you guys. Option one, the Hard Rock edition, we're giving you 20 URL submissions per month. It's just $399 today, including 2 months of that. And after that, it's just $69 a month. Cancel that anytime you like. Option two, you want to go for it all out, all in. You get unlimited, unthrottled, as many URLs as you can handle, right? For one single payment of $799, and that's a whole year with that. And we're giving you some major upgrades with that. And after that, you're locked in just month by month. After that first year, $69. Simple as that. We're giving you some major savings on that deal. Either way, we got something for everybody here. So you can get in, take advantage of this, actually get results that will pay you back quickly. I mean, within a month, you can get this investment back easily. I mean, hell, just talking to one business person that you've already talked to about your authority packages, for those of you who've done any of that. This is easy to say, for $1,000, I will do this. Man, they will go nuts over just
som pozeral, mali kilové kešu
Because this is a
grillované.
powerful tool.
Tie nie, ale v metre mali za 11 € kilové kešu grillované.
Only powerful in the right hand, so it only takes a couple minutes to run it.
No neviem, prečo som ich nezobral, vieš, lebo si tam ty nebola a keby si videla v mojich rukách kilové kešu,
Really have all hands on deck. Some are gonna take longer than others. I mean, if you're trying to go after something really
ale
hard,
kilové nebolo drahé, asi 10 alebo 11 € stálo.
it says, oh, you can do it.
Kilo kešu.
Guarantee one-day results on any keyword. Well,
No, tí sa dojedli asi.
okay.
Ak to zostalo hore,
If you expect it to polish Dr. Gut's, nasty turtle,
ja som strašne unavený, tak sa mi zatvárajú oči.
it's not going to turn garbage to gold. That's what we want to get across to you. We want you to use this responsibly. All right? You're getting a huge benefit from using this power, but you still have to remember there's something important here. A site about turtle
Čo by sa
polish
stalo?
is not going to rank for dentist in Dallas.
Na onu nerozumiem
It
ťa.
has to be relevant. It has to be readable. It has to be friendly in that regard. As long as it's
Ja,
relevant,
ja,
you're good. Get those things all lined up, and this is perfect for you. So that's why we wanted to say that.
ja napíšem, že to sa nedá cena väčšine znižovať. Ak chce dodržať kvalitu, že tam stojí jeden deň školiteľa, za každú otázku sa platí, teda za každý balíček sa platí.
Well, Dan, I would like you to talk about this add-on suite
Tak ja by som na tých dvoch znížil.
that includes the
Ak teda ešte tých dvoch ľudí, ktorí má. Ale prečo Rakúšanom znižovať, keď v Rakúsku to stojí podstatne viac?
Yeah, for sure. I was actually, hold on, I'm just answering somebody in here as well.
Rozmýšľam, vieš, keby som mal niekoho, ako nehovorím Majka, ale možno,
Okay, guys.
že zložiť sa a pokúpiť tieto programy,
All right, guys. So
pretože v každom je niečo
with the add-on bulk tool,
a dať to dokopy, urobiť tým a makať.
this little button here, and what happens is
No proste veci, ktoré sú tu. Tento program, toto je program, ktorý umožní, ktorý robí analýzu a proste vyladí ti stránku tak, aby sa dostala veľmi rýchlo na, povedal, neviem, či je pravda, že za 3 mesiace dostal na prvú stránku Google nejakú onu. Len tým, že analyzoval konkurenciu, proste také nejaké automatický software to je. A 799 € za to chce, dolárov. To nie sú až také strašné peniaze, ale ja na to nemám čas. Preto ja nekupujem. Tu bolo viacero dobrých oných.
every URL is
Tak ty to zješ za chvíľu.
just because you have
Ja to mám.
bariatric, surgerycost.com. Well, I also have
Potrebuje sa opiť, jasné.
bariatriccost.com
Daj si.
/about /contact /bariatric surgery. You know what I mean? That inside that site, I've got all kinds of URLs. So I can dump every single one of them into this. And what happens is once it goes through this
No asi, a my za to nemôžeme, že to má diety.
automatically just do it. Every single 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks.
Tak im ponúkneme, že tí dvaja môžu prísť na naše školenie. A hotovo.
I can cancel, I can stop it, I can go in and delete it or stop or pause it or stop it anytime I want.
Ale tak už vieš, už máme jedného a dva sú traja a možno, že od Petra prídu ďalší dvaja,
Not going to
Pavúka
black hat, craziness
a už 5 ľudí, vieš, tak už predsa len, no tak nie každý deň nedela.
to essentially send safe and powerful signals straight to Google by using a reverse engineering technology. That's really just a fun way of saying we are able to use a mapping technology that Google loves to see and the search engines love to see it's very hard to do manually, but we're able to do it in an automated way that keeps up at real time with the exact way Google wants to see those signals. At real time. If it changes in 5 minutes, well, 5 minutes now from now, it's going to do it the right way. And we're able to do that, feed that right to the search engine. So basically, we can use this to spy and analyze our own stuff, our competitors. We can scan the right signals. We can get keywords. We have all those tools there for convenience, looking at keyword signals, social signals, on-page info, statistics, which give us a whole bunch of knowledge and information to use this powerfully. And then we can take that and use that to feed every signal we need into the search engines to do in the safest, easiest way. It's basically outsourcing this stuff right to Google so we can all win. And that ticket to ride this thing is at rankrocket.com/deal. Because here's dead simple deals. How to use this. I mean, for those of you, because we actually saw this earlier, people saying they've never done much of SEO or anything. Because this is how to make money from this. I mean, using it for lead generation or landlording or for your own money sites to help somebody that you're working with, in authority
sa na to už zvykol.
So, you know, that's a no-brainer deal. You can set up a deal, anything you want. Be like, you pay me $1,000 when I deliver that, you pay me this monthly fee, whatever you want to. But they have no risk, you have no risk. I mean, you're just literally using this simple but extremely powerful tool where you can do it for sites, videos, anything you want. All right? So you guys want some more? You guys want to see some more? Because we do have our little, you know, oh, wait, that's not all statement here. Fast action bonus. Okay, what if we told you we did have a sneaky and very powerful way of beating MobileGet? For those of you who are familiar, Google did do this update about, you know, 3-4 weeks ago, not too long ago, called MobileGet, where basically people are getting, you know, kind of slapped around if their site is not mobile friendly, or Google doesn't think it's mobile friendly, right? And so this is something that's really cool that we've developed to fix this for anybody that wants it. Okay, now we can go from that whole. You know, if you go to Google Developers, you can actually test any site you want to, and you know, put the URL in, and it'll tell you if that page is mobile friendly or not mobile friendly. So we want to be able to do that in 3 minutes. For those of you who jump in now before this is over, before this expires, we're hooking you up with our own anti-mobile getting software for 3 months. So here's all it is. It's also a web-based app. You enter in the information, like the domain name, some keywords, some information about the site. Click build, and what happens is this. A code is generated that you simply copy and paste into the site. The head tags. Okay, we explain all that.
No to je moc, že ich nezničíš.
You get in, you'll see.
Tak si kúpaj tie Nike.
Just simply upload this little
Že?
file to your site, and done. That's it. Now you got a mobile-friendly site, and you didn't have to sit there and build a whole new site.
Necháš mi si hovoriť po niečo? Po webinári? A doneseš mi vínko? Dones vínko, dáme si spolu.
That are using this alone to go in and attract businesses. This is an amazing foot in the door strategy, and businesses are paying, you know, thousands of dollars to fix all their shit because they're scared that their business is about to be, you know, in the
Toto isté donies.
of nothingness because
Však som kúpil ďalšie 2 litre.
that's what we built this for. We built this to say, hey, here's your fix. No, we can do this and deploy it in minutes. So it's super cool. So don't wait until this is all gone or time runs out. We want you to get full access to this. Everything that just puts immense power in your hands. We made 2 simple options for you. All right. Option 1, get the Hard Rock Edition, 20 URLs per month. You only pay $3.99 today, including 2 months with that. And after that, it's just $69 a month. Or go for the Heavy Metal Edition, where we just make that unlimited. As many URLs and keywords you can think of. You can handle. You can go crazy as you want. One payment for a full year of $7.99 today, and after that first year, locked in at just $69 a month after the first full year. And we're giving you the upgrade to our add-on suite, which allows you to do bulk loading. That makes unlimited truly unlimited. You can go crazy with this. And the fast action takers that get in right now are going to get the anti-mobile get. It's right there. Super simple. We want you to get everything you can. And as I promised, more cases.
No čo niečo aj musíme dať, ale ja by som tam kľudne, ako aj napíšem nejaký pekný mail. Že nedá sa, že keď chceme držať kvalitu,
Rozmýšľala som, že zájdem za ňou a že asi by
no tak skús aj za ňou, to bude možno najlepšie.
že osobne to nejako doladím.
No. Lebo naozaj, ak nám bude aj, ale to Rakúšania tam, deň parkovania môže stať 100 €. No neviem, dosť veľa môže stať, môžem sa Mária spýtať, koľko stojí deň parkovania vo Viedni. Chodiť hore-dole, to je nie len plus hodina tam späť. Autobus nestojí veľa, 10 € tam, 10 € späť, 20 €.
Stovka.
Plus metro, možno 5 € jedna jazda. Čiže to je 2,5 hodiny, možno, že deň zabité ešte navyše. 3 hodiny. Ako tých Rakúšanom by som že zľavu asi nedám. Tak kašlem na nich, ak nechcú Rakúšania. Týchto 2 ľudí prihodíme k nám a Rakúšanov ako... Nie som teraz v stave robiť nejaký deal, hlavne keď hovoríš, že bolo 11 ľudí a zrazu je 6 ľudí.
Traffic demand from the search engine based on his whiskey baller product
A čo, mám z toho radosť.
On to človek potrebuje na
Zase sme boli v mínuse, vieš o tom?
Neviem. A ešte budeme, lebo ešte odejdu k tomu.
Zase si príde 10 000 na ten druhý účet.
Mohli by
Just
sme
specifically
sa
from
previesť tie
this.
peniaze
And that's the power of it.
s
People are able to
Billom
unleash
a
when they put
dostať
it in their hands.
ich.
And you've got two simple options while these doors
Aké
are
peniaze s
open.
Billom?
Like I said, you got the Hard Rock
Také
Edition.
faktory, čo
That gets you
on
20 URLs a month.
A tie ešte nie sú vyrobené? A čo tam je? Tam nie sú žiadne peniaze pre nás, to je len formalita, nie?
má formalita, ale vieme ich s firmy dostať. Viem, že si ich dáme na
One payment is
súkromie.
$799.
No a ty vieš si mi dostať 25 000, keď dáme tie keď dáme tie licencie, čo sme platili do Anglicka, keď ich dáme, tak 25 000 zoberieš hneď takto do vrecka.
All of you fast action takers are going to get a 9-day license with anti-mobile hits. As always, you got three choices here, guys. Do nothing. Nothing changes, nothing improves. Take what you learned here, go at it, figure it out on your own, using all those screenshots you took of all the crap you got to do over the next 9 days, the next year. Cool. Go for it. Or get this proven game changer right now at rankrocker.com/video. I hope you take that winner's choice right now because we'd love to welcome you into the Rank Rocker family because we want you to use this to profit from it. That's why it is built for no other reason than for you to get massive benefit from what this technology puts in your hands. Because you can get top rankings very fast, anything you want. People are able to just open up opportunities they never saw before, and people are able to do it very quickly and without stress. That's what I really want to get across. All right, with that, let's take some questions, guys.
Awesome, I'm back. We had a question. Actually, I'm gonna post this one privately, otherwise it's gonna confuse people. Some people were let's see, there's two people who are asking about how this compares to some other tools, and I did message this person privately. They were asking about some other services and things.
Čo tak málo lievaš? To chceš
just
toľko chodiť?
website, auditors and rank trackers and things like that. So I explained that that's pretty much just like keyword analyst and and tracking your your URLs and your sites and things like that. Where this is completely different. This is helping you rank.
So we now, yeah, glad you brought that up because yeah, nobody even second guess the fact because there are analysis tools in here that this is an analysis tool. Those are there for the convenience of using what this tool is meant for, and that is just slapping Google across the jaw and put me up there at the top. That's what this tool is. Everything else is ancillary to that goal, to give you the armed information to make it easier. Because remember what I promised you earlier, that our philosophy is make more money while being more lazy.
Cool. Hold on, I'm still answering another one here. I don't want to confuse anybody by bringing that up. They'll go, oh wait, what's that? What? Let's see. What about non-English sites and non-English keywords?
Search engine exists that people use where this language is spoken. Not a problem. The only challenge would be that the instructions are in English, how to use it.
Cool. Hard for me to see which ones haven't been answered because Melissa likes to answer every single question here, so I'm like, oh crap. She's like, that's great, Ben can answer that, but then I don't know if it's one that hasn't been answered because we usually just answer those in text. Let's see. So I already answered that one. Already answered that one. How long will it take me to learn how to do this if I purchase this right now?
That's the beauty of this is there's not a huge learning curve here to use this. Now, the question I'm sell you a tool that allows you to level up in your business and life. Because what is more powerful than being able to say, I can be visible for anything I want to be visible for, whether it's my own name, whether it's my business name, whether it's my own client and their business, or it's a keyword for something that's going to be very valuable for me in one way or another. That's what this is. And the software and the engine behind that enable that very easily. And that's located right there at rankrocker.com/video. What other questions do we have here, guys?
Cool. Another one here is asking, so RankRocker modifies hidden HTML and JavaScript on my site to increase rankings. Do I still need to modify pages and keywords?
Yes, okay, good question. All right, so what RankRocker will do is it will identify, if you use those tools and it says, hey, you need to, this is missing or this is missing, it's telling you that those are missing. You still have, since RankRocker is not your site, RankRocker ranks or pushes signals to Google for you. So that information